As a response to the growing concern of foodborne illness and product recalls, FDA has strengthened regulations by implementing the Food Safety Modernization Act, more commonly known as FSMA. These new rules aim to ensure food safety by shifting the focus from responding to preventing. At the core of the Food Safety Plan is a new approach that requires identification and prevention of all reasonably foreseeable food safety hazards requiring preventive controls. Failure to control these hazards can lead to serious health issues, injuries, or even death. A few examples of hazards that occurred as a result of failing to set and implement proper preventive controls include undeclared allergens, salmonella outbreaks in peanut products, and Listeria monocytogenes found in frozen vegetables and packaged salads. This webcast serves as a simple, practical guide that will walk you through the different steps of FSMA implementation to either modify your current food safety plan, which may be HACCP, a GFSI scheme, or any other advanced food safety program already in place, or it can be used to create a new program. To build a food safety system, we need to first have GMPs in place. They provide a solid foundation and the basic environmental and operating conditions that are necessary to support an effective food safety system. In this webcast, we will assume that you already have GMPs in place. We will begin with the 5 preliminary steps that are recommended in order to prepare and gather all the necessary information for conducting a hazard analysis. We will then learn how to carry out a hazard analysis, followed by several examples. Hazard analysis includes first identifying all the known foreseeable hazards, and then conducting risk assessments to determine those serious hazards that require preventive control. In this way, the risk assessment acts as a filter by considering the likelihood and severity of the hazards. Once the hazards requiring preventive controls are identified, the appropriate preventive controls must be selected. Preventive controls may include process, allergen, sanitation, and supply chain preventive controls. Management of these preventive controls and the strict requirements with regard to monitoring, corrective action, correction, verification, and validation, as well as record keeping, will be discussed. In case preventive controls have failed to control the hazard, a written and effective recall plan must be in place to prevent customers from becoming sick. The requirements for a recall plan will be discussed in the recall chapter. We will be covering 10 chapters. The chapters that we will be covering include the 5 preliminary steps, biological, chemical, including radiological, economically motivated, and physical hazards. Conducting a hazard analysis. Process preventive controls. Allergen preventive controls. Sanitation preventive controls. Supply chain preventive controls. Verification and validation. Record keeping and recall.